Budget document shows Rivers State under sole administrator will get over 400 billion naira revenue in 6 months. Okay, announced the news info. A review of the Rivers State 2025 budget estimates has revealed that the state will receive over 400 billion naira in revenue, including 279.5 billion naira, which is allocation from the Federation Account Allocation Committee (FAAC) in 6 months. That was the money that they were supposed to release to Fubara. They are releasing it to the sole administrator. Okay now. Where they shop the money. This comes after President Bola Tinubu appointed a sole administrator for the state for a 6-month period. According to the budget documents, Rivers State expects to receive a total of 559.1 billion naira from FAAC in 2025. This translates to an average monthly allocation of 46.5 billion naira. Consequently, within 6 months, the state's FAAC allocation is projected to amount to 279.5 billion naira. Looking at past allocations from January to June 2024, a 6-month period, the state received 209 billion naira from FAAC. The higher estimate for 2025 may be driven by expected increases in national revenue, which have also influenced the federal government's decision to increase its budget to a record high level. Additionally, the state plans to generate 264.368 billion naira in internally generated revenue (IGR) in 2025. This equates to a monthly target of approximately 22.03 billion naira. Over 6 months, this would amount to 132 billion naira. What is billion wey dey here? Historical data suggests that Rivers State may exceed this target. Between January and June 2024, the state generated 164 billion naira in IGR. If the anticipated 279.5 billion naira FAAC allocation and the expected 132.184 billion naira IGR are combined, the Rivers State sole administrator may manage over 400 billion naira within 6 months. Concerns have been raised regarding how the funds will be managed. They will manage it now. The people that put in there will help him manage it. Some observers allege that the struggle for control over Rivers State allocation is a key factor behind the ongoing political crisis in the state. Of course, it is because of that money. It is because of this money that they are fighting against Fubara. It is because of the money and also for APC to be able to have a hold on Rivers State. That is what they are doing. Sahara reporters earlier reported that after declaring a state of emergency in Rivers State, President Bola Tinubu swore in Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas retired as the state's sole administrator and at the State House in Abuja. The brief ceremony, which took place around 3 p.m, was attended by Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi-San, among others. President Tinubu had justified the decision by stating that the ongoing crisis had paralyzed governance in Rivers State. With the crisis persisting, democratic governance, which we have all fought and worked hard for over the years, cannot thrive in a way that benefits the good people of the state. The state has been at a standstill since the crisis began, preventing its residents from enjoying the dividends of democracy. The president blamed Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the situation, particularly for the demolition of the Rivers State House of Assembly, calling the act unjustifiable. Does that justify you suspending him? No. He also noted that various interventions by prominent figures had failed to resolve the crisis. It is public knowledge that the governor of Rivers State, for unjustifiable reasons, demolished the House of Assembly as far back as December 13, 2023 and has yet to rebuild it even after 14 months. I have personally intervened between the contending parties to facilitate a peace resolution, but my efforts have been largely ignored. I am also aware that many well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, and patriotic groups have made similar attempts, all to no avail. Nonetheless, I thank them. Tinubu further accused Governor Fubara of engaging in unconstitutional acts and disregarding the rule of law, like you're also disregarding. On February 28, 2025, the Supreme Court delivered a judgment on about 8 consolidated appeals concerning the political crisis in Rivers State. The court, based on the grave unconstitutional acts and disregard for the rule of law committed by the governor, evidence before it, pronounced its ruling in a very clear terms. He said, okay, no wahala. The other money, we know that it's because of that money that people wanted Fubara out. No wahala. Olushola Oluwadamilare said Tinubu just gave a hint on how to collect Lagos from him. I can bet that they will quote this to him in the future. APC should vote till eternity, if not any other party that will be sworn in the future. Tinubu will lose his domination of Lagos over the years. What goes around comes around. If there was no crisis in Lagos, politician in power will create one in Lagos to cite what he just did as an example. I pity those stupid Yoruba who is supporting this. The fear of APC losing power now is gone up because of karma. They will lose it by the grace of God. Mohammed Al-Azan says, the good thing is that in the next 10 years, all of them are no more alive and they'll be buried within 10 years. What makes you think that, they cannot live up to 100 years old or 90 years old? How old is Fubara? How old is Wike? Wike is still in his 50s. So 10 years is, they are still young now. Our president is still claiming 70 something, Abi. In 10 years time, he could still be 86. He could still be alive. So 10 years, they might still be alive. Mohammed says INEC sold Nigeria to Chicago-based criminal organization. Yes, so yes. Afolabi says, let's remember that karma is real. What goes around comes around. I wish I could have a one-on-one conversation with Tinubu. If I could, I'll tell him that he's a terrible president. Don't worry, Raya has already told him that he's a terrible president. And I'm sure you must have heard it. The worst, I'd even remind him that Almighty Allah is watching us. Of course, they know that God is watching, but do they care? No. Ikechukwu Maozichi says, this is what you get when you have a leader that is insatiable and allows his quest for wealth to cloud his sense of reasoning. Nigeria under Tinubu is doomed. Yes, so, it is. Paul Udedibia says, they will now receive and share amongst themselves before Uncle, and the people remains the victim of all of this nonsense. Yes. All of the money that Fubara was paying now, they will not pay it. They will not pay it. They will be like, they don't deserve it. The 13th month salary, the pensioners' money. All of those money that Fubara has paid, because it's not owing anybody as it is now. They will start owing now. And who is going to suffer? The people of Rivers State. It is well. Bonnie Ebi says, these people are wicked. The money, they want to by all means squeeze out the money the drunkard is demanding for, yes. Only God knows how many billions they want to cut for the drunkard before he leaves Rivers State alone. Chai. And it is the greediness of the two of them that will cause problems between them. It is still this same money that they are fighting for that will cause problems between Wike and Fubara. It's going to happen. It is definitely going to happen. I'm really anticipating it. Akole Oluwashola says, with that amount, wahala don't start. Wike will be claiming like 60% of the total sum. Do you get? Let's see how the admiral will deal with Wike's excesses, because Wike will always show his true color. He would always misbehave, and that is just it. Let us watch. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.